Good morning, and welcome to today's spiritual reflection from Deborah's Tree. I'm the Reverend Rosalind Taylor, coming to you today from the sanctuary of the Adelaide New Church, which, as you can see, is a rather traditional setting. We have the Word, which I open as a symbol of our openness to the guidance from the divine. And we have our candles lit, a symbol of the light that comes from the Word, from the divine into our lives. So today I want to talk about the open door. And so there are times in our lives when it feels as if the Divine One has opened a door so that we can see the Divine One working in our lives. But yet there's also other times when we want guidance or insight, but it feels like the door has been closed. So I've got two readings for today that are relevant to that time, to that concept that the divine is guiding us, but sometimes we feel it and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we feel like the door is open and sometimes the door is closed. From Revelation chapter 3. This is what the one who is holy and true, who holds the key of David, says, when the divine one opens a door, no one can close it. And when the divine closes it, no one can open it. I know what you do. I have put an open door before you, which no one can close. I know you have little strength, but you have obeyed my teaching and were not afraid to speak my name. A little bit of an explanation about that, or from Swedenborg's work, Apocalypse Revealed. It's also maybe called Revelation Revealed, 176. The Divine One alone is the deity of heaven and earth, and consequently people do not go to the divine directly, do not see the way to heaven, and therefore do not find the door. Since the Divine One alone leads a person to heaven and opens the door, therefore the divine is called the way and also the door. In the way in John, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And then in another chapter, and in the same gospel, the door. I am the door of the sheep. If anyone enters by me, they will be saved. Of course, there's lots of ways to interpret that one, especially entering by me, you will be saved. The thought that I have about that is that the divine is always trying to lead us into heavenly spiritual states. The divine's always trying to open the doors of heaven to us. And it's the Divine One that's in charge of opening and closing the door of our awareness of how the divine is working in our lives. And so there might be times when we are feeling spiritually weak or maybe not as spiritually mature as we'd like to be. But what we can do always is obey and acknowledge the Divine One so that the door can be opened and we can get the spiritual states, or we can get the inspiration and we can get the guidance and the relationship with the divine that we want when the door is open. So I invite you to just spend a few moments in meditation with me. I have two questions for you to just contemplate as we quietly calm and listen. The first question is, have you ever felt the door of spiritual insight closed when you couldn't understand or feel the Divine One guiding you? And do you have any insight about what maybe you were being protected from? So just stay with that question for a moment. And then maybe think about this. Have you ever had the door opened? Have you ever seen the Divine One operating in your life, perhaps even recently? Guiding, protecting, giving insight, helping you understand. Take a moment to think about what that's like, and maybe what the insight is that you have been given recently or in the past. And with those insights in mind, please join me in prayer. Divine One, we thank you for opening the doors when we need the guidance from you, and for letting them close when we're in a state to not be able to receive that. Help us to do the things that we need to do, to just listen and follow what we understand you to be teaching us, so that then in alignment the doors can open up again and we can feel you and see the light and follow where you are leading us. Thank you for your guidance today. Thank you for the blessings of this day. Amen. And now may the divine guard you as you come and go both now and forever.